It's showtime.
What we do want to do is go back and try and start young. We want to try and go back into middle school. I don't get to follow middle school as much as I want because I'm so busy with the high school and I got my full-time job and 2 kids and a wife and everything to go along with that. So I do get a little bit of help on some of these awards, but we do want to honor our future prospects. Come up here, can anybody name that song? All right, sing me out of it. You gotta say something.
First, I want to thank God about getting me here, and then I want to thank my family, and I want to thank all my coaches for making me a better football player and getting me to where I need to be now.
Where are you going to school at?
I'm trying to go to Bonner Springs.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Moses White. Most everybody knows me as Coach Mo. I gotta say this. The guys set me up tonight, man. They haven't had suit coats and ties on all season. Now they wearing suit coats and ties. Anyway, we're for our next award. Here are our nominees.
And just like the prodigal son, I've returned. Anyone stepping on me, you'll get burned. Cause I got lyrics, but you ain't got none. If you come to battle with a shotgun. But if you do, you're a fool, cause I do to the come to battle with a shotgun. But if you do,
Sumner Academy, Martin Singleton. Did coach tell you you shouldn't have came out?
I just want to thank the football staff and my school and everyone else. Thank God.
Amen.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Austin Bennett. Sorry about that. I talk to you anyway. My name's Austin Bennett. Yeah. Microphone. We got a lot of enough voices. We don't need them. Now, Austin Bennett. I'm fortunate enough to work with David on the summer workouts. A lot of your young men in here work out with us. I think it's no coincidence that those that do and those programs that do are the majority represented here tonight. So, very much appreciate that and hope that continues to grow in Kansas City. I graduated from Sumner Academy in 2006, and even back then, there wasn't a strong summer program, at least at the school that I attended. So I'm very much looking forward to continue to help David and myself and all the surrounding schools continue to grow in that area. Let's have a look at our 2013 Game of the Year.
Little option, quick throw, number 46 caught, 5-10 into the end zone, touchdown, Washington.
That's a great play call there by Coach Salzgiver and his staff there.
Out of the game as McKenzie checks in at running back, set in the pocket, Bay, forward, end zone, touchdown, Washington, Wyandotte.
That's the same play we saw earlier in the year when we had Ashley last.
McKenzie sets with time. Fires downfield, open is Wilson. Got at the 50. Looking to pull away, 40, 30. Will not be caught. Young man, touchdown. Wyandotte.
Here we go again.
Williams straight give behind Bowens into the end zone. Touchdown. Washington Wildcats. Javion Williams.
And it.
McKenzie takes the snap, set in the pocket. Blitz comes, looks to get to the edge. Two people to beat, does, end zone, McKenzie, touchdown, Bulldogs.
Nice run there by McKenzie. Took a spill on the track over there. Good job of using his feet, just like Austin said.
Throw deep into the end zone, single coverage down here, bottom of the screen.
Pretty much touchdown. Turnover on down.
Quick throw, caught down the middle, makes a move. Down to the goal line, a first down, and in motion more. It is a quarterback sneak. McKenzie into the end zone, touchdown. Wyandotte Bulldogs.
Quarterback draw.
Single wide receiver, Shakir Love, bottom of your screen. Give it to Williams with room. Breaks through 10, down to the 5, end zone, touchdown. Javion Williams in the end zone again for the Wildcats.
That's an
Onside kick taken, caught by Harrison. He touched it himself. Gets the ball for the Wildcats, and they'll take over inside Wyandotte territory.
I tell you what, Washington caught a break there because whoever's lined up right by the kicker was easily offside.
However, Harrison give it to Bowen, first man through end zone. Touchdown, Washington Wildcats. Marvin Bowen's in for the first time. We'll see now if they
Has a possibility of fumble.
Here's the pass, floats it up, caught, end zone, touchdown. Washington Wild running back shifts.
Looks for his money man
Pressure up
forward.
the field. Rolls, fires across his body, end zone. Stephen Porter walking to the end zone, touchdown. Wyandotte Bulldogs.
Took a gamble. took a gamble on the play. As I just said, he's going to look for his money man more, the same play that we've seen them run earlier. Just basic go route down the sideline and
jump offside. Harrison. Sets, hard count. Give is to Williams, caught in the backfield, and Wyandotte is alive.
Stephen Ford with the play. And he gets tackled by his own.
McKenzie, snap.
There's Antonio Moore in the middle.
Sets.
Double post route.
Fires. End zone, too deep. Overthrown. 1 second. The
Ball
clock
game.
is expired. And the Washington Wildcats are your league champions. Celebrating on the opposite side.
What a ball game here at Wyandotte High School.
No doubt, game of the year.
Well, that definitely was a wild game for us. We had, leading up to that game, kind of the best 4 weeks of practice that we'd ever had. And as you can see on there, we got down 13 at one point, and in years past, I think, at our program, you know, we kind of would have ducked our head, but it's a tribute to a lot of these guys standing up here, the seniors that we had, that we just kept battling, we kept fighting. We worked on that surprise onside all week, and I didn't see anybody offside turn. So, but it's a tribute to these guys. You know, Wyandotte's a hell of a team. You know, great staff, great quarterback, and we just kept fighting. And I remember looking at most of these guys' eyes when we scored to kind of take the lead. And coach, we won it. We won it. We got this. And we kind of kept battling and just trying to do the things that we did. And a lot of it goes to these young men up here. So we appreciate it. Great rivalry game, great battle with them, and I'm glad we finally came out on the right side.
Coach forgets we have access to instant replay to be able to see them all sides. But good evening, my name is Vernon Birmingham. I get an opportunity, as well as others, to serve you guys with SHUKC, and I am here to introduce our cross-country award winners for the 2013 season.
In the house tonight, everybody just have a good time. And we gon' make you lose your mind. Everybody just have a good time.
2013 Cross Country Award winners are Amber Aiken and Derek Meeks, both from Mill Valley. Are they present with us this evening? Both of these young people are both sophomores, so we should be hearing a lot. No pressure, but we should be hearing a lot from you guys the next couple of years.
We just both want to thank our coaches and teammates for being us where we are today.
All right, so we're going to move on next to our top prospect award. Our top prospect goes to one of our athletes that we think is going to go on to that next level and hopefully make an impact sooner than later, hopefully. So our top prospect award candidate. Dominic McKenzie is our winner, and we just saw everything he did on the football field, but I just got to shout him out for something else. This young man takes care of business in the classroom as well. Already graduated, and he's leaving here in January to go up to University of Minnesota, where he'll be playing football this fall.
I want to thank God. I want to thank my dad for being here, or for bringing me here. I want to thank everybody else who's in attendance, and go Bulldogs.
Good evening to everyone. I would like to have all of the coaches to stand up. If you're out there and you're a coach, just stand. You don't have to look around and wait. Let's give all these coaches a big hand. As we know in education, and also those of us that have children, that it's pretty tough to corral a group of young people and to get them to focus on one goal, and that is to go out and to perform and represent their schools the best way that they can. These coaches are responsible for making sure that these young men are ready to play on Friday nights, but they're also responsible for making sure these young men are taking care of business in the classroom. And so we applaud you. We applaud all the work that you do. You start your work way back in the summer when some of us are enjoying our summer months. You're out there looking at video, getting equipment ready, getting your team assembled. And so the work that you do, it should definitely not go without notice. I'm Jarius Jones, and I'm up here to present the Coach of the Year.
Remember, no one, and I mean no one, comes into our house and pushes us around.
Oh yeah, we coming, let's go. 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 With the venom of your enemy, heart attack. See me win and he's slipping off the map. Who me? Beat the bones crack. Beat in this thing, man, I mean, no holding back. Y'all get sacked, get jacked for the change, man. You will never get your quarterback. You heard right, hey, these boys bad. Something the hell to go back. All energy, no, no. Me, Godzilla, you don't. No, this my house, you go. Oh, your fans are like, oh no. No, no, cause we ain't never scared. Been looking for competition, but it ain't never there. Y'all talk a lot of trash, go ahead and run your mouth. You can do this all day, your time is running now. Get your hands up, now get your hands up. We got the crowd like, oh. Y'all not ready, y'all not ready, y'all not ready for me. Oh yeah, we coming, let's go. Oh yeah, we coming, let's go. Oh yeah, we coming, let's go. Oh yeah, we
Finishing up with a 10-1 season, we want to recognize Coach Joel Appleby from Real Valley as the 2013 Coach of the Year.
I just want to say the big reason why we got this award because of the type of kids we have in Mill Valley. They've got tremendous work ethic and they work very, very hard. So I just want to say thanks to them and their families. So also I want to take a chance real quick here to say thanks to all you guys and what you guys are doing for these kids. So it's a great thing. Thank you.
So the next awards or presentation we'll do, I don't get to go watch every single sport. One of the joke we had last year, it's not really a joke, but we did the media day for, I think it was basketball or football first thing, and I got an email the next day asking if I was going to have a media day for bowling. I can't do every single sport, but we do try to, acknowledge all the sports that are out there as we can. If I get emails forwarded to me, I'll definitely put it on the site. But one of the more popular sports growing here in Kansas City, especially after West Sporting did, is soccer. So we wanted to acknowledge some of the players. And again, I don't know soccer very well, so I had to kind of come up with a creative way to come up with a team. And we'll go ahead and acknowledge them here.
We're going all the way this time. We're going all the way this time.
Turn up the lights, young baby. Extra bright, I want y'all to see this. Turn up the lights, young baby.
All right, I'd just like to say thank you to all our coaches and teammates. Couldn't have done without them. Congratulate them on a great year too, and just say thank you to David Brock for all he does and recognizing us athletes. Thank you.
Okay, on to our next award. We'll see the nominees for Offensive Player of the Year. Okay, this year, 2013 SHUKC Offensive Player of the Year goes to Bulldog, Dominic McKinnon.
Thank you. Again, I want to thank God again. I want to thank my teammates. I can't forget about my teammates. I want to thank Miss Brown, my coach's wife, and the other two candidates, three, I'm sorry, they were the man. So I was a good man. You know what I'm saying? Yes. Thank you. Thank you.
Morris Ledger here. So one of our sponsors is represented here. I'll let her say, what's your name?
Good evening. My name is Terrence Henderson. I am representing the Kansas City, Kansas Black Firefighters Association, Pride. And I'm here to present the Defensive Player of the Year Award.
Hey! This is you, baby. This is you! No! You must show us some respect.
It's a seesaw battle. Neither offense can move. Colt's driving now with the ball. Armadillos better stop him.
1-2 elbow thrust to the up back. Oyama 1-2 roundhouse lunge kick to the quarterback. Takatami and sword block to the, shoot, never mind. 15 yards, first down.
Acting like you dead, I'm looking to my right, trying to see who's there so hard. You better watch it before I stick to the plan and be the next artist to run up in your stand. Like, yeah, here comes the, here comes the, here comes the. Y'all don't really want it like, yeah, here comes the, here comes the, here comes the. Y'all don't really want it like, yeah, here comes the, here comes the, here comes the. Y'all don't really want it like, yeah, here comes the, here comes the, here comes the. Y'all don't really want it, man. Y'all don't really want it. Don't really want it. Y'all don't really want it with me. I know you shook, man. You ain't built for a skirt as a can be. It's gon' sound like when I'm coming, like when I'm coming, like when I'm coming for ya. It's gon' sound like when I'm coming, like when I'm coming, like when I come for ya. It's gon' sound like, yeah, here comes the, here comes the, here comes the.
And the winner is 2013 Defensive Player of the Year, Colton Beebe.
First, I want to thank my family, especially my parents, because I wouldn't be here today without them. They support me 100% in everything I do. Second, I want to thank my coaches, not only teaching me football skills, but life skills. And last, I want to thank my team, because without them, they wouldn't allow me to make plays like I do. And then I also want to thank the full SHUKC team for what they do around students, athletes around the area. And then last, I want to thank shout out to the other candidates here because they had great seasons as well. Thank you.
This young man, so since last year, he was our Defensive Player of the Year, so our first repeat winner. But we are also looking at the Simone Award winner, Bobby Bell, linebacker award winner. And this is just so significant for this area that somebody, you know, we get the biggest thing we try to do is get the recognition for these players. He's obviously doing it on the field. We're real proud of him, man. Good job. So we'll get to the teams, and we'll go through the full video. I've got highlights of every single player that we named to the team, and we'll run through the offensive team first. No, we'll do defense. Go ahead. Defense and special teams.
Sometimes you just feel tired, feel weak. And when you feel weak, you feel like you want to just give up. But you gotta search within you. Try to find that inner strength and just pull that out of you. And get that motivation to not give up and not be a quitter. No matter how bad you want to just fall flat on your face.
Till I collapse, I'm spilling these raps long as you feel them. To the day that I drop, you'll never say that I'm not killing them. Cause when I am not, then I'ma stop pinning them. And I am not hip-hop, and I'm just not Eminem.
till my leg give out. Can't shut my mouth till the smoke clears out. Am I high? I'ma rip this till my bone holler, till the roof comes on, till the lights go out, till my leg give out. Can't shut my mouth till the smoke clears out. Am I high? I'ma rip this till my bone holler.
Music is like magic. There's a certain feeling you get when you reel and you spit, and people are feeling it. This is your moment, and every single minute you spend trying to hold on to it, cause you may never get it again. So while you're in it, try to get as much as you can. And when your run is over, just admit when it's at its end. Cause I'm at the end of my wits with half the shit that gets in. I got a list, here's the order of my list that it's in. It goes Reggie, Jay-Z, Tupac, and Biggie, Andre from Outkast, Jada, Corrupt, Nas, and Thimmy. But in this industry, I'm the cause of a lot of envy. So when I'm not put on this list, the shit does not offend me. That's why you see me walk around like nothing's bothering me. Even though half you people got a problem with me. You hate it, but you know respect you got to give me. The presence wet dream like Bob and your Whitney. Nay, hit me.
Till the roof comes off, till the lights go out, till my leg give out. Can't shut my mouth till the smoke clears out. Am I high? I'ma rip this till my bone holler, till the roof comes off, till the lights go out, till my leg give out. Can't shut my mouth till the smoke clears out. Am I high? I'ma rip this till my bone holler.
As soon as a verse starts, I eat it at MC's heart. What is he thinking? I'm not to go against me, smart, and it's absurd how people hang on every word. I'll probably never get the props I feel I ever deserve, but I'll never be served. My spot is forever reserved. If I ever leave Earth, that would be the death of me first. Cause in my heart of hearts, I know nothing could ever be worse. That's why I'm clever when I put together every verse. My thoughts are sporadic. I act like I'm an addict. I rap like I'm addicted to smack like I'm Kim Mathers. But I don't wanna go forth and back in constant battles. The fact is I would rather sit back and bomb some rappers. So this is like a full-blown attack. I'm launching at him. The track is on some battle and raps who want some static. Cause I don't really think that the fact that I'm slim matters. A black and platinum status is whack if I'm not the baddest.
Till the roof comes off, till the lights go out, till my leg give out. Can't shut my mouth till the smoke clears out. Am I high? I'ma rip this till my bone holler, till the roof comes off, till the lights go out, till my leg give out. Can't shut my mouth till the smoke clears out. Am I high? I'ma rip this till my bone holler, until the roof comes off. The roof comes off until my leg from underneath me.
I will not fall. I will stand tall. Feels like no one can beat me.
I feel the master. I feel them. Y'all ready? They ready? Well, come on. Well, come on. Y'all ready? They ready? We ready? We ready? Come on. We ready? We ready? Come on. Grab phone. Break grab phone. Break grab phone. Break grab phone. Come we ready? We ready? Come on. We ready? We ready? They got no question about who the best. They sing on later track and hard to come to do the rest. Step in the way, multiple shots are going through your chest. You must have gone past the target, boy. You is never underage. So let's get paid, cause I stay ready for the G's. And you is crazy if you think that you ready for me. So who's ready now? Who's ready now? Knocking down to his knees, stay as drunk as can be. Who keeps it crunker than we? Nobody, that's why we come and throwing bows in the knees. See our foes and they freeze, they be some suckers at heart. We ready for what you're bringing, so we bust you apart. The busters ain't hard, stack them up, I'm knocking them down. Another cop in the ground, boy, who's stopping me now? Chopping them down. See how quick it...
I must have been feeling that song. All the defensive and special teams, come on down. Make two lines so we can get a picture. Smaller guys in the front, DBs. Got a couple of guys that are playing games this afternoon. Glenn Harrison with Washington. Also Khalil Bailey and Lansing, they're playing tonight too, so they couldn't be here. Give it up for them, your defense. Where did Rodney go? Okay. Are we going to run through the offensive team?
Let's go. Make no excuses now. Let's go. Make no excuses now. I'm talking here and now. I'm talking here and now. Let's go. Your time is running out. I'm talking here and now. I'm talking here and now. It's not about what you've done, it's about what you do. It's all about where you going, no matter where you've been. Let's go.
That boom, boom, boom. That boom, boom, boom. That boom, boom. Yo, I got that hit to beat the block. You can get that bass on below. I got that rock and roll, that future flow, that digital spit, next level visual. I got that boom, boom, boom. How to beat bang.
I like that boom, boom, pow. Them chickens jogging my style. They try to copy my swagger. I'm on that next now. I'm sold 3008. You sold 2000 and late. I got that boom, boom, boom. That future boom, boom, boom. Let me get it now.
Boom, boom, boom. Gotta get that 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 boom, boom, boom. That boom, boom, boom. That boom, boom, boom.
I'm on that supersonic boom. Y'all hear that spaceship zoom. When I step inside the room, them girls go 8-8. Y'all stuck on super 8-8. That lo-fi stupid 8-bit. I'm on that HD flat. This beat go boom, boom, bap. I'm a beast when you turn me on. Into the future, Cybertron. Harder, faster, better, stronger. Sexy ladies, extra longer. Cause we got to beat that bounce. We got to beat that pound. We got to beat that 808. That boom, boom in your town.
People in the place. If you wanna get down, put your hands in the air. Will I am, drop the beat now.
I be rocking them beats. Yup, yup. I be rocking them beats. Yup, 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 yup. Ha, ha, ha. Here we go, satellite radio. Y'all get hit with the boom, boom. Beat so big, I'm stepping on leprechaun. Y'all get hit with the boom, boom. Get hit with the boom, boom. Yeah.
All right, offensive team coming up. Make two lines again. Little ones in the front. You get everybody in? I want to give it up to the offensive team. Hold on, squeeze in a little bit. All right, thanks, guys. So that wraps everything up. I appreciate everybody coming out. The biggest thing, we can continue to grow this. Social media is the most powerful thing right now in terms of what you do. I got my card out front. I'm on Twitter, I'm on Facebook. We got the website. And the way everybody here can help me is that when you see an article about your son, friend, or at your school, if you can like it, if you can retweet it. Everybody, I'm a big believer in 6 degrees of separation. You don't know that when you tweet that or share it on your Facebook page, a coach might see it at a college, which is the ultimate goal, to get these guys in college and get them that exposure. So we keep doing that. So every time you see something, if you can take that action and do that, we'll greatly appreciate it. And I lost my train of thought. So we got one other thing coming up too for football. As we get going with basketball, we got the TV broadcast that comes on every Saturday at 3 p.m. We'll get going back at the beginning of the year. We're going to try and continue to do that in the next year as well. Just a small step. It is a recording that is played on the following Saturday, but it's a step in the direction of where we're trying to go. We will be hosting a combine early before they head off to the summer. One of the feedbacks I got from a lot of the kids that went out, they were shell-shocked. They hadn't done any of the drills specific at those combines, so we want to be able to teach our young ones to come out and be able to, have some technique when they're running their 40s and, do different things inside that too. So be on the lookout for that. We try to make it real cheap so everybody can come out, but be able to, pay for some of the coaches that come out and dedicate their time. So I appreciate everybody coming out. We hope to continue to get bigger every year. Radio show. Everybody tune in. Every Sunday morning, 9 a.m. The show is an hour and it's dedicated to our area, SHUKC. ESPN 1510. We have a podcast, so if you can't make it in the morning, we're just going to keep doing it bigger and bigger for KCK. We're going to be on the map and our voice will be heard in this area. And I appreciate everybody coming out tonight. Thanks to my wife, who's in the back. We celebrate my 17-year anniversary next week with her, so I appreciate her as well. My sister, Mark Snyder, Jason Frank, Thomas Jones in the back, Moses, Jarius, my partner in crime, the Nature Boy, Vernon Birmingham, and Austin Bennett. Thanks everybody for coming out. Make two lines again. Little ones in the front. Get everybody there. I want to give it up for the offensive team. Hold on, speak to them. Thanks, guys. So that wraps everything up. I appreciate everybody coming out. The biggest thing we can continue to grow this. Social media is the most powerful thing right now in terms of what you do. I got my card out front. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Facebook. We got the website. And the way everybody here can help me is that when you see an article about your son, friend, or at your school, if you can like it, if you can retweet it. Everybody, I'm a big believer in 6 degrees of separation. You don't know that when you tweet that or share it on your Facebook page, a coach might see it at a college, which is the ultimate goal, to get these guys in college and get them that exposure. So we keep doing that. So every time you see something, if you can take that action and do that, we'll greatly appreciate it. And I lost my train of thought. So we got one other thing coming up too for football. As we get going with basketball, we got the TV broadcast that comes on every Saturday at 3 p.m. We'll get going back at the beginning of the year. We're going to try and continue to do that in the next year as well. Just a small step. It is a recording that is played on the following Saturday, but it's a step in the direction of where we're trying to go. We will be hosting a combine early before they head off to the summer, one of the feedbacks I got from a lot of the kids that went out, they were shell-shocked. They hadn't done any of the drills specific at those combines, so we want to be able to teach our young ones to come out and be able to, have some technique when they're running their 40s, and, do different things inside that too. So be on the lookout for that. We're trying to make it real cheap so everybody can come out, but be able to, pay for some of the coaches that come out and dedicate their time. So I appreciate everybody coming out. We hope to continue to get bigger every year. Radio show. Everybody tune in. Every Sunday morning, 9 a.m. The show is an hour and it's dedicated to our area, SHUKC. ESPN 1510. We have a podcast, so if you can't make it in the morning, we're just going to keep doing it bigger and bigger for KCK. We're going to be on the map and where our voice will be heard in this area. And I appreciate everybody coming out tonight. Thanks to my wife for getting back. We celebrate my 17-year anniversary next week with her, so I appreciate her as well. My sister, Mark Snyder, Jason Frank, Thomas Jones in the back, Moses, Jarius, my partner in crime, the Nature Boy, Vernon Birmingham, and Austin Bennett. Thanks everybody for coming out.